Jah Guide Me by Darey, out now on all platforms.
It's the Drive Time Show. We have brand new music from Darey.
I think he might be more into business now than
I wonder what
The
Darey
last
has
song I
been
heard
up to
from
all these
Darey
years.
was Pray For Me.
Make some noise, Live Spot X Festival!
I've had an incredible journey so far. I've been blessed to have a successful music career, a thriving business, and a beautiful family. But I'm not done yet. There's still so much I have to achieve. I just feel like this is the moment. Like it's time. It's time for Darey now. Are you ready? One of the things I've missed most about being a musician is actually shooting music videos, funny enough.
Water side, wọlé pẹ̀lú change o.
Hey?
Oh, don't shake, just shake your leg. I'm wary of shaking.
I just love being part of the whole creative process, like from the beginning to the end, everything in between, creating something out of nothing. So I'm pretty excited today. I'm getting ready to shoot the music video for my new single, Jah Guide Me. This is what he calls Sanchos. It's been a few years, since the last video shoot. Because of the work that we do at Live Spot, we've been making commercials and all those kind of things. So it's not like I've not been in a production environment lately. So welcome to site. I'm sure you've seen the stage setup. It's an exciting feeling. It's almost like it's like muscle memory, right? You've done this so many times before, but it's interesting. It's always fun, putting the fine details together. So everything from technical to the equipment to the location and all that. This song is just all about reality. Anybody can relate to it. And that's also why this song is like the first song. It just works for this moment in time, because there's so much uncertainty, with COVID, with the economy. Our leaders are looting, stealing money meant for the masses. It's a really weird time to be a human being, especially in Nigeria. So sometimes you have nothing. You just have music to kind of heal your spirits. It's a nice feeling. I'm calm right now, getting my zen on, focus zoning, getting the mood. I'll be driving to the set, so that's also fun. I'm already like half dressed, so I'll just put my trench coat on, put some stunner shades on, and then get into character and go for it. Corona. Okay, so it's a bit funny and maybe you'll find it weird, but I find driving therapeutic. And it's not often that I get to drive myself, so whenever I get the opportunity, I make the most of it. Yes, it can be crazy. Yes, Lagos and all the crazy drivers left, right, and center, but so this day, the location for the shoot for Jah Guide Me is on Lagos Island, right? And funny enough, Lagos Island is one of those places that I actually grew up in, amongst all the different places I grew up in Lagos, mainland, island, etc. So here I am making my way to the middle of Lagos to get this shoot. And of course, I grew up around here and it's like taking a trip down memory lane for me. I remember down the road, I used to come and buy fresh bread from the bakery. I'd ride my bicycle, and come get fresh bread before all these neighborhood. I'm sure I've seen some familiar faces already while on this trip to this shoot. So this is home for me. This is the real Lagos. Everything here is a business. You see them selling gas, cooking gas, soft drinks. This is Lagos. The hustle and bustle of Lagos. That was definitely part of the inspiration behind Pray For Me. Yeah. Although Pray For Me was also it was inspired by the story of P Square, how they wanted to leave Jos and come to Lagos, and shout out to Oscar Himanaka, the producer of that song, told the story and that inspired the song. And, the desire to make it in the big city, I think that's also part of that whole, the success vibe that song gives, and I think that's why a lot of people can relate to it. Come to think of it, right? You could say Pray For Me was like a prequel, like part 1 to part 2, which is Jah Guide Me. So when you're hustling in Lagos, definitely, we all know you need God's guidance. Art direction, that's myself, Deola was also heavily involved, of course, and of course Mex, directing all of that spectacle of colors, adding some culture, some patterns, the eclectic, the Afrofuturism, as we like to call it, because believe it or not, whether you like it or you don't like it, Africa is the center of the world, the cradle of civilization. We want to show that Africa is not in the dark ages. We need to also show the style, the poise, the carriage. You look at the beautiful hairstyles, the art, of it all. That's what we aimed and hopefully were able to portray, in Jah Guide Me.
Artistically, wanted to play with the idea of African characters who stay in an environment where it's not too positive, but in that same positive environment, they always have hope, which is basically like a guiding light that represents, you can say, a deity or a god. So that's basically what it's meant to be. So it's meant to be a cutaway field video of different characters experiencing, let's say, their own situations of God in their own very way.
Darey is an amazing artist. I know what makes an artist. He can sing, he's got a great sense of fashion, he knows what he wants. That's the most important thing about being an artist. Like someone like me as an artist who creates stuff, I usually know what I want and how to put them together. Darey knows what he wants.
I really liked my look against the stained window. The stained glass was really cool. Almost a bit of a juxtaposing, some kind of irony, you've got your proverbial all black, kind of maybe representing sin, and the impurity of all human beings, and then you've got it against stained glass that's all about the deeds, of Christ, and letterings and symbolism, all the jewelry, the glasses. I just look like a bad guy, in church. That's one of my favorite scenes. Even though I've been on a break from the music, I've always kept my eye on the ever-changing music industry. And of course, a lot has happened over the last 5 years. A lot more dance tunes, over the last few years. And then from a tech perspective, especially when it comes to music tech or digital tech, it's things have changed from the last time. There's so many more ways to reach your audiences now. It's easier, quicker, and I think technology has helped a lot, with that, made the world a lot more smaller, and you're able to reach the fans, easier than ever before. You kind of get reminded, that this is who you are, this is what you were born to do. It's something you can't really run away from. I've been lucky to be surrounded by family that loves me. I've been lucky to have enough time to be reflective and to be introspective and look within and find renewed energy, every time that I've had to. I've been really fortunate to have, some of the best people, at what they do surrounding me, and they've encouraged and supported me to, making my dreams come true, So over the last few years, I've been able to obviously record, more music, create more songs, tell more stories. And I think it might just be some of the best body of work that, that I've had so far.
On the next episode of Way Home.
Fatherhood it's been great. It gives you a sense of responsibility that you can't really explain or quantify or tell anybody. You just have to live up to the responsibility and be the man. School fees, food.
I believe in the one and only son, but Mary
Jah Guide Me by Darey, out now on all platforms.